All right, get ready because today we're diving into something pretty unique, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I always love finding these little hidden gems that can change how we learn.
yeah.
And this one blew me away.
Yeah.
We're talking about a learning tool
Okay.
that combines personal quizzes with AI.
Wow. What's really interesting to me is it's all built right into a Google Sheet.
I know, right?
It really changes how we think about spreadsheets.
Totally. We're going way beyond basic spreadsheets here.
Right.
Okay, so imagine this. You can create a quiz game
Okay.
for any topic you can think of.
Oh, wow.
Like anything.
Yeah.
Spanish verbs, coding, quantum physics.
Yeah, it's not just memorizing facts, though, right?
All
It's
right.
when you use AI to design those really tricky questions.
Yes, those trick questions. That's what makes this so different.
It makes you think more deeply about the topic.
Yeah, it's not just about getting the right answer. It's
Exactly.
about understanding the little details, the nuances.
Absolutely, you could be studying like a historical event, and instead of just the basic facts, the AI could give you questions where the wrong answers are other events from the same time.
Oh, that's
It
brilliant.
makes you really think critically.
It's like having a super smart study buddy always challenging you.
Exactly. And the cool thing is, it adapts to you.
Okay.
Your pace, the content, it's all you.
Okay, I'm hooked. How does it actually work?
Okay, so think of a spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have a sheet called marks for all your stats.
Okay.
Then you create separate sheets for each topic.
So like each sheet is its own custom quiz.
Yes, precisely.
Pretty cool.
And in each sheet, column A is for your questions.
Okay.
Column B is for the answers.
Simple enough, but where do the trick questions fit in?
That's the clever part. The game gives you a question and 10 possible answers.
Okay.
One is right, but the other 9 are designed to really make you think.
Wow, so you're not just recalling facts, you're comparing and analyzing them.
That's right. And the way it finds those incorrect answers is interesting. First, it checks other columns in the same row.
Oh, so you can like customize the wrong answers.
Exactly. And if it doesn't find enough there, it pulls random ones from other questions,
So you can start with simple definitions, then add harder questions later.
like leveling up.
I like that. And that's where AI can make things even better.
Right. Imagine AI that could generate super smart trick questions.
Wait, AI that knows what I'm good at and what I need to work on.
It could analyze your past quizzes,
Uh-huh.
see where you struggle. Let's say you keep missing questions about a certain historical figure.
Right, it's like it knows exactly what to focus on.
Exactly. It could tailor the quiz to those areas you need more practice with.
So it keeps pushing me towards a deeper understanding.
Yes, finding that sweet spot where you're learning but not overwhelmed.
I really like that. Personalized learning, but engaging and fun too.
Exactly. And speaking of enjoyment,
Yeah.
we can't forget motivation. Even if you don't love quizzes,
Right.
the points, the sounds, that timeline graph,
I can see myself getting addicted to this. Who knew spreadsheets could be so fun?
it shows how powerful it can be to combine simple tools with new thinking.
Absolutely.
And AI just takes it to another level.
But before we get carried away,
Yeah,
why should our listeners care about this tool?
that's a great question.
There's so many learning resources out there. What makes this one special?
Well, I think it has the potential to change how we learn.
Okay.
It takes studying, which can be tedious, and makes it fun and engaging.
And it's not just about the fun.
Right.
It's about understanding things deeply, going beyond the surface.
You got it. It's about fostering a love of learning that can last a lifetime.
Exactly. And it's affordable and accessible.
You're right, we haven't even talked about that.
It's amazing that something this powerful is available to anyone with Google Sheets.
It's like democratizing education,
Right.
breaking down barriers and letting people take control of their own learning.
And you can use it for anything.
Anything. Languages, skills, history, science, anything.
The only limit is your own curiosity.
And with AI, even those limits can fade.
I love that. Pushing beyond boundaries and embracing learning.
And speaking of possibilities, the source mentions some other cool features.
Oh, like what else can this AI learning game do?
Well, it can do more than just make those trick questions.
Oh.
It gives you feedback while you're taking the quiz.
Oh, so it's not just like a silent quiz. There's actual feedback happening.
You got it. Like a green screen and a nice sound if you're right,
Mm-hmm.
and a, well, not so nice sound, and a red screen if you're wrong.
I like that.
Yeah,
Those cues can really help, I think.
I think so too.
What about tracking progress, though? Can you see how you're doing over time?
Yes, absolutely. It has that timeline graph we talked about.
Right.
You can actually see how far you've come.
It's amazing how powerful visual feedback is.
I agree.
Seeing your progress, like it motivates you to keep going.
Definitely. And it also has this historical ranking feature.
Like a Hall of Fame for learning.
Exactly.
I love that. It's like it makes it a competition.
A little bit.
Yeah, but friendly competition. You can see how you're improving.
You can see how your understanding of the topic has grown
Yeah.
and where you might need to put in a bit more work.
You know, I'm thinking about this.
Yeah.
Could this work in a classroom? Imagine students making these quizzes for each other.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
It would make learning more interactive.
Right. And it encourages teamwork.
Students could research together,
Yeah.
make those tricky questions, then quiz each other.
It's like turning learning into a game.
Absolutely. And it helps them take ownership of their education.
And I'm totally on board with this.
Me too.
This could be used anywhere people are learning.
It could.
Schools, businesses, online.
It shows how creative you can be.
Yeah.
Even simple tools can become innovative solutions.
True. But okay, back to our listeners.
Yeah.
Why should they care about this? What makes it so special?
It boils down to this, I think. This tool can change how we learn. It makes studying, which can be boring, actually fun.
It's not just fun, though, is it?
Yeah.
It's about really understanding learning effectively.
You're right. It's about unlocking that potential we all have to learn.
And we should mention, it's affordable.
Right.
You don't need fancy software or anything.
Just Google Sheets and some creativity.
It shows that the simplest solutions can be the most powerful.
Exactly.
And AI can take it to another level.
It can. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
the source talks about other cool features too,
Okay.
besides the quizzes and the game stuff.
Oh, like what?
They talk about the importance of feedback, not just during the quiz, but over time too.
So like tracking your progress.
Yes, like with that timeline graph we mentioned, but also more detailed reports.
So you can see what you're good at and what needs more work.
Exactly. It helps you optimize your learning.
It's like having a personal learning coach
Right in your Google Sheet.
right there. The source also talks about how this can be used collaboratively.
It does.
We talked about students making quizzes for each other,
Right.
but I wonder how else we could use it for collaboration.
Well, imagine a team of, say, professionals working on a project.
Okay.
They could make a quiz about key concepts or company information.
That's a really good idea. It could be used for training or onboarding,
And because the tool's so adaptable, it can be used in many ways.
for communication and knowledge transfer.
Exactly.
I can see this being great for online communities too.
For language learning groups or study groups,
It connects people and makes learning more social.
it really does.
This all goes back to democratizing knowledge, making education accessible for everyone.
Ah, it's a great point.
We hit the nail on the head.
It shows the power of innovation.
And how when we combine technology with creativity, so many possibilities open up.
Absolutely.
But it's not just about the tool, right?
You're right. It's nice.
It's about how it changes our mindset, how it makes us curious.
Yes.
That's about the power of learning.
This tool is about more than just quizzes. It's about unlocking our potential as learners.
Becoming the best versions of ourselves.
One question, one aha moment at a time.
Now think about this, listener.
What is one topic you've always wanted to learn more about?
It could be anything: history, science, a new skill.
What if you had a personalized AI quiz game for that topic?
How would that change how you learn?
We encourage you to try this tool out.
See how it can transform your learning.
Knowledge is power, and this tool gives you that power.
With that, we'll leave you to think about the possibilities.
But don't worry, we'll be back soon with more deep dives.
Until then, keep those minds curious and keep learning.
Absolutely.
You know, as we wrap up this deep dive, I can't help but think about the bigger picture. We've been talking about this awesome learning tool,
Yeah.
but it's not just the tool itself, it's what it represents, you know?
What do you mean?
It's like this merging of technology and education and personal growth.
Yeah, I see that.
For so long, learning was like this rigid thing. Teachers, textbooks, the same for everyone.
Not a lot of room for individual needs.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't always fun.
No, it wasn't.
I remember just cramming information from textbooks
Oh, yeah.
and forgetting it all right
It
after.
can watch wasted time.
But now, with tools like this one we're talking about,
Yeah.
learning is more personal.
Right.
It's interactive.
It's engaging.
It's actually fun.
It is.
It's about tapping into that curiosity we all have
Absolutely.
and letting us learn in ways that work for us.
It's like we're taking back our education.
Exactly. We're not just sitting there being told what to learn.
We're in control.
And AI is a big part of that,
Huge. It gives us tools to make learning fit our own needs.
and other goals.
It's like having, a personal tutor always there to help.
It could change everything.
How so?
Imagine everyone having access to quality education.
No matter where they live or their background.
It could revolutionize lifelong learning, too.
We're not limited by traditional schools anymore.
We can learn anything, anytime we want.
That's the beauty of it.
It's not just about passing tests.
Right.
It's about that love of learning
That thirst for knowledge.
that can stay with us forever.
Exactly.
We talk about democratizing knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing that anyone can create these learning experiences.
With just a Google sheet.
Not just for themselves, but for others, too.
We all have something to teach.
And something to learn.
When we combine our ideas with technology, amazing things can happen.
Okay, listener, last thought.
What would you create a quiz game for?
What topic are you curious about?
What tricky questions would make you really stop and think?
How could you use this tool and AI to learn and to share your knowledge?
Because learning shouldn't be lonely.
It's a journey we take together.
It connects us, makes our lives richer, and makes us better people.
Well said. That wraps up this deep dive.
Until next time,
Keep those minds curious.
and keep learning.